Grace's room. So I'm still doing homeschooling at the moment. I'm sure some of you guys are too. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been really struggling to find things to have for lunch every day. Usually when I'm at school, I'll just have like a sandwich or something like that. But now that I'm at home, I can be a little bit more creative and adventurous. But I'm also really busy during the day. Even though I'm doing online schooling, I'm still finding that I'm very busy, and so I have to try and find something that's really quick and easy to make. So today I'm going to be suggesting to you guys 4 different lunch ideas that you guys can make that are also really quick and easy. So let's get into it. So the first lunch idea is pizza, which is definitely one of my favorites. And the good thing about this pizza is that it doesn't have to be like a really heavy meal, especially if you use a very light base. Like me, I'm just gonna be using a wrap, but obviously if you don't want to use a wrap, feel free to use something like, I don't know, like pita bread or flatbread or even a pizza base if you just happen to have that lying around. But I'm gonna be using a wrap because it's very light, and this is like for lunch, and so I don't really want to get too filled up. Got dinner to have later. So all I'm gonna be using is just obviously the wrap, some sauce, pizza sauce, some cheese, basil and mushrooms. So yeah, very basic and very light. And so the first thing I'm gonna be doing is pouring my pizza sauce on top. I'll start off with that for now. And I'm just gonna spread that around. Okay, so put my pizza sauce on, and now I'm going to put some toppings on. I'm going to be using mushrooms, but of course you don't have to use mushrooms. Feel free to use any topping you want. You can use something like salami or ham or even pineapple if you wanted, or capsicum. It's all up to you, but I love mushrooms, so I'm just going to be using some mushrooms, but I'm just going to quickly cut these up. Okay, obviously if you're cutting things up and using sharp knives, please be very careful when you do it. But my mushrooms are all cut up now. I'm probably gonna cut them a little bit thinner, but oh well. And I'm just going to put these on my pizza. Okay, I actually thought I had too many mushrooms there, but that actually ended up being a really good amount. So basil is definitely one of my favorite herbs, so I'm also gonna be putting some on top too. And for the very last step, I'm going to be putting some pizza cheese on. There we go. Cheese in my hand, but that was really simple, very quick to make, and now all I need to do is cook it. So I'm going to be using a pizza oven for this, but obviously if you don't have a pizza oven, you can just do it in the oven, I think for maybe around 200 degrees Celsius roughly for 5 minutes, but make sure you keep an eye on it. You want to make sure that it's cooked enough so that the cheese is melted and slightly browned. But I have a pizza maker, so I'm just going to be using this. All right, so it's already heated up and everything. And now I'm just going to use my little pizza scooper thing, and I'm going to put it in the pizza maker. There we go. And so now I'm going to be leaving this for roughly around 5 minutes, again until the cheese is melted and slightly browned. I'm just going to turn up the heat a little bit too. Okay, so the pizza looks like it's done now. I'm just going to scoop it back up, put it back on here, and it's very hot, so I'm just going to quickly let it cool down for a bit. Okay, so the pizza's finished cooling down now, and now I can cut it. I'm going to be using a pizza cutter, and again, very sharp, so don't cut yourself if you're using one of these. All right, just gonna cut it maybe into 6 pieces. Ooh, okay. Now I'm going to take a little piece. So cute. And I'm going to try a little bit. Falling. Excuse me. But that's yum. See, really simple, very quick and easy to make, and it also tastes delicious, so definitely one of my favorites. So for those those of you that like something a little bit more refreshing, then this next idea might be more for you. I'm going to be making a smoothie bowl, which is again another one of my favorites. And like I said, it's really refreshing, but it's also very healthy to make and also very quick. So I'm going to be making a banana and strawberry smoothie bowl, and all I'm going to be using is 2 cups of frozen strawberries and a banana, a fresh banana. You can use any other fruits that you want, but it's recommended that you use something that's frozen, because using frozen fruits will give you that nice thick texture, which is usually what a smoothie bowl is. So that's why I'm using like frozen strawberries. But I'm going to be blending it all in my NutriBullet. And the first thing that I'm going to be doing is putting in the banana. Break it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put in the almond milk. You can use any other liquid that you want. I'm going to be using almond milk because it's quite healthy, and it also tastes nice too. I like almond milk. You can use any other, like I said, you can use any other liquid that you want, like yogurt, even juice or milk. But like I said, I'm just gonna use almond milk. This is a 1/4 cup of almond milk, if you're wondering. And then I'm gonna put the strawberries in. They will come. Okay. So I'm just gonna stop there with the strawberries because I obviously have to be able to fit the lid on. But I'm just gonna put the lid on now. There we go. And now we can blend. I'm just gonna shake it around a little bit just so all the fruit can get blended. So my smoothie bowl is all blended now. I had to take it off and like shake it around quite a few times just because I think with all the frozen fruit it got a little bit stuck. But once it was going, it was fine, and it looks like it's all blended now. Probably would have maybe been better if I just added a little bit of fruit at a time, but oh well, it's all blended now, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to be pouring my smoothie bowl into this nice bowl here. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, it's like a really nice creamy texture. There we go. And now I'm just going to make it look pretty with this spoon. That ended up being a really good amount. It just touches the top of the bowl. There we go. So, here's my smoothie bowl, but we're not done yet. Just to make it a little bit prettier, but also more fruit, I'm going to just chop up some fresh strawberries and some bananas and some granola as well, just to add a little bit of decoration, but it also tastes really nice as well in it. So I'm just gonna cut up some strawberries. Okay, so now I'm going to nicely display those. Okay, I think that's enough. I kind of did a little bit like a curved shape. A few spare strawberries there, oh well. And now I'm going to be cutting up my banana and doing the exact same thing. Okay, I think that's plenty of banana, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing. And so now I'm going to be adding some granola. I think the granola is really nice to add in there. It kind of adds a little bit more texture to it. And it also tastes really good, and it's also healthy. Okay, I think I've kind of bedazzled that up a little bit. And so here is my smoothie bowl all completed. It looks really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna try some with the granola. That is very nice. The strawberry tastes really good in there, and the banana, it kind of gives a bit of the thick texture, but it tastes really good with the granola too. I think it adds a nice bit of a crunchy texture to it, but you don't have to put all the fruit on top either. You can just have it, just a smoothie bowl, and it tastes just as good. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites and it's a very refreshing option. This next recipe might seem a little bit basic, but I honestly never thought of making scrambled eggs for lunch, and once I realized I could, it was definitely a go-to lunch for me. And again, it's like really quick and easy to make. All I'm going to be using is just some milk, some eggs, some cheese, and some pepper and salt. And so let's start making the mixture. I have 2 eggs here. 1. 2. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly wash my hands because I got a bit of egg on my hands. Alright, and now I'm gonna be adding some milk in. I usually eyeball how much milk I put in, but if you want a measurement, this is roughly like maybe 2 tablespoons. I usually like to also add some Parmesan cheese in here as well. I think adds a bit more flavor. And then some pepper and salt. And now I'm just going to whisk that all together. Okay, so now I'm going to take this over to the stove and I'm going to cook it in this fry pan here, but firstly I'm just going to pour a bit of oil on, just a little drop. And now we can cook it. So I've got my pan on a medium-high heat and I'm ready to pour the mixture in now. So I'm just going to let that sit just to kind of let the base cook a little bit. Some people like their scrambled eggs runny, but I personally like them a little bit more well done. I'm just gonna kind of like lift the edges a little bit just to kind of let the mixture underneath cook. So it looks like it's pretty like cooked underneath now. So what I'm gonna do is sort of just like break it up like this just to sort of create the scrambled eggs. Okay, I think my scrambled eggs look pretty good now. Okay, so I've already got a piece of bread here that I toasted and I also put some butter on it. So now I can put my scrambled eggs on top. Okay, they kind of overflowed a little bit, but that looks pretty good. And so now I'm just gonna put a few, just gonna put them a little bit more on top. But now I'm just gonna put a few little vegetables on. I had some cherry tomatoes here. I really like having cherry tomatoes on top of my scrambled eggs. So I'm just gonna cut them in half and just put them on. I'm also gonna cut up some fresh chives. Okay, and then lastly, just a little bit of pepper and salt. And here, my scrambled eggs are done. Well, not the best when it comes to presentation, but they taste really nice. Let's try a little egg. Very nice. One of my, again, I know I've said this for literally every single recipe, but definitely one of my favorites, and it's also really quick and easy to make. For this last recipe, I'm going to be making a salad, but not just any salad, a chicken schnitzel salad. So we had chicken schnitzels last night for dinner, and so now we have a leftover schnitzel, and I'm going to be putting it in my salad. But don't stress if you don't have any chicken schnitzel. You can use any protein that you like some beef strips, some grilled or roast chicken, or even like some tuna. Or if you're vegetarian, you might want to put some quinoa in there. But it doesn't matter, just as long as it's some sort of protein. But I'm going to be using chicken schnitzel. And you can put anything that you like in your salad. These are just the things that I personally prefer. So I've already got some iceberg lettuce in here. I've also got some rocket and baby spinach. Just gonna put a little bit in there. I'm just gonna mix it around. Don't worry, my hands are clean. There we go. And I'm also just gonna cut up a little baby cucumber that I have. Alright, just gonna put these in my salad. I've also got some avocado here. It's already been cut up, but I'm just gonna put that in here. Obviously, I'm gonna separate it a little bit. I need to quickly clean my hands because I've got avocado all over them. And lastly, second lastly, I'm just gonna put some cherry tomatoes in there. I'm just gonna cut it in half. And finally, my chicken schnitzel. So I think I'm just gonna cut this like diagonally. And I'm just gonna place these on top. Okay, and then, well, kind of the last thing actually, I'm going to be putting some dressing on top. So in here, I just mixed some olive oil, some apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and salt and pepper. And now I'm just gonna pour this all over the salad. There we go. And there is my chicken schnitzel salad. I'm gonna try a little bit. Very nice. Very healthy, and again, it's very quick and easy to make. Well, there you have it, 4 quick, easy, and healthy lunch ideas. So for those of you that are sick of having like a sandwich every single day, hopefully I've offered a few good suggestions to you. And if you guys have any good lunch suggestions for me, then let me know on my Instagram at Grace's World Official. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time on Grace's Room. Bye for now.